First one is All for the Winner, the film in which Stephen Chow finally manages to find his style of humor, to manage to get his tone of comedy right, to become the king of Moleito, this no-sense style of comedy. Film also in which he finds some of his best partners, the people who will accompany him during quite a good part of his career for Mantat and for the first half of his career for a few others like Sandra like Corey Yun behind the scene, or Chung Man. The second one of the top 10 Stephen Chow film is Fight Back to School, because the film has a great concept in which Stephen Chow is really able to show all the frustration and the cold anger of the character, and that leads to a lot of very funny situation. And you have also behind the camera Gordon Chan, who is really at his best when it comes to comedy during this stage of his career, and so all this together makes for a very funny and entertaining film.
吹波糖嚟嘅。
The third Stephen Chow I have to recommend in this top 10 is God of Gambler 3 Back to Shanghai. So the best collaboration between Wong Jing and Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow managed to take the original idea of Wong Jing, but he managed to push it to a higher level thanks to his own style of comedy, and that makes for a lot of extremely hilarious scenes. And you also have Gong Li in some of most surprising double part, so that makes for a great show, a great entertainment, this God of Gambler 3 Back to Shanghai. The fourth is Magnificent Scoundrels, the time where Lily Chi and Stephen Chow managed to find the right way to collaborate together, and that makes for perfection of stupid humor, of absurd humor with a rhythm which is incredible. You always have new gags. You have Stephen Chow, who is completely on fire and who has also a great partner in Teresa Mo. Just so many crazy jokes, cannot escape the power of this Magnificent Scoundrel.
廢話少講，有咩好講啊？有嘢你而家講。哎呀！
The fifth one is Flirting Scholar, for similar reasons as the Magnificent Scoundrel, because of this incredible rhythm, because of his very inspired jokes which are non-stop, and with Stephen Chow, who is all over the place but in a good way, who is really able to give everything he has and to make every joke even better just by his attitude, by his performance, by his intensity. It's really a great film, this Flirting Scholar. In the seventh position, we have the Chinese Odissey, the double film Cinderella and Pandora's Box by Jeff Lowe. One of the most ambitious Stephen Chow films, on which managed to deliver in all the aspects that he tries to have, the real respect for the original book of the Journey to the West. You have Stephen Chow really perfect as the Monkey King. You have some romantic story which is really touching. You also have an interesting way to deal with the myth and the legends, with some time travel and many ideas which are very creative, and you have a great production value as well. So it makes for the perfect entertainment. Love and Delivery, which is the film in which you can feel the most the inspiration from manga and Japanese anime. He managed to really make it a live adaptation, a real live adaptation with the spirit of this kind of humor, having also his own style, and you also have one of the very best duo between Mantat and Stephen Chow. They are really amazing when they are together on the screen in Love and Delivery, and you have a beautiful Christy Chung, and you have an incredible final with a fight between Stephen Chow and Bedlam, which is absolutely hilarious. You will have a blast watching Love and Delivery. The number 8 is God of Cookery. God of Cookery, which is my own personal favorite. I really love God of Cookery. It's once again this combination of the talent of Stephen Chow and Lily Chi with a great use of the food and the cooking. You will love the way they are shooting this kind of cooking duel between the main characters. They are really amazing. At the same time, you have an interesting trajectory for the character of Stephen Chow, from the biggest asshole you will ever see to becoming someone better in some kind of Buddhist enlightenment in a way, but without sacrificing comedy and humor. There are a lot of very funny scenes. You have also a very memorable Karen Mock. So yeah, God of Cookery, once again, 4-star entertainment, 4-star comedy by Stephen Chow and Lily Chi. And they did it again with the 9th film, which is King of Comedy. King of Comedy, a real love letter to the Hong Kong film industry and to acting in general, which of course, if you are a Hong Kong film fan, cannot let you untouched. And you also have Cecilia Cheung, who is perfect in this tough looking but fragile inside character, and who has this a very strong relationship with Stephen Chow's character. Once again, some great comedy scenes all along because of this perfect partnership that was the alliance of Stephen Chow and Lily Chi.
我鵪鶉咁樣嘛。做啦，
係啦，對方。
And the last one, of course, has to be Shaolin Soccer. Shaolin Soccer, which was the last collaboration between the two men, between Stephen Chow and Lily Chi, with a kind of throwback to what he did in the early 90s, but with also a lot of new elements. The sport film formula, which is so successful, which is so well used here, with great entertainment value, pretty good production value as well. So a film which is the last very great Stephen Chow film. Even if he did some other good film after, that's really his last great masterpiece in my opinion, and a great film once again.